And we back. Now, I thought today would be a perfect day to try to rebuild with the worst players in the league. Like, I literally mean the worst 13 to 15 players in the league will be on my team, and I gotta turn that trash into treasure, I guess, and raise a trophy. It's gonna be a difficult one, so I thought, even if I don't successfully do it, I thought you might enjoy it, right? So be sure to leave a like on the video. Now, there's some things that we gotta do first. Well, we're gonna select the Bulls first. But it is going to be with a fantasy draft. It's just the easiest way to get the worst players. So instead of me picking between Paul George, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, oh my God, there's so many great players. Oh, injuries are here. So we're just going to ignore these because I know Sterling Brown ain't the worst player in the league. Zach Collins, I know these guys aren't the worst players in the league. But technically, overall wise, Kobe Simmons is the worst player in the NBA. He's on a two-way contract, but for us, he may mess around and be our starting point guard. So Kobe is being drafted in the first round. I mean, we ain't talking Kobe Bryant or Kobe White. We're talking Kobe Simmons is the very first guy. Amongst a bunch of superstars, like 29 other GMs in the league are looking at me like, how did he get this job if he drafted Kobe Simmons in the first round? So the second guy is this guy, Nas I know he plays for the Utah Jazz, a two-way player. He is also a guard. I'm looking at these guys are going to be on my team, and a lot of them are point guards. So where are we going to get our bigs from? I just don't really know, but this is how we're going to draft our team. Now, as you can see, we're going to be drafting a lot of players on one-year contracts. So you're looking at me like, Kenny, well, only thing you're going to have to do is wait for their contract to be up, and then you can actually start the rebuild. No. I'm going to make it difficult because after we do our draft, I'm going to give Kalen Lucas a 3-year, $100 million deal. Yeah, so every player we draft right now, I'm giving a 3-year deal, which means that I can't just wait for them to become free agents. I'm going to have to find people to take them in a trade. Yeah, and they're going to have bad contracts. I don't know why I put myself through this. I really don't, but I'm doing it in today's video. So you can see my process here. So you don't need to see every single pick. Just know I'm picking the very worst player, and I'll show you the final roster. Okay, so our team is here. We have Muriel Shaylock. I saw him at the, oh, nope. I mean, I wish we had Kevin Durant, but it's going to be Muriel Shaylock. I saw him at the draft combine this year. I actually became a fan of him because he played really, really hard, and those are the type of players I like. So having him on the team is pretty cool. Then we have Jared Terrell, Moses Brown. I also saw him at the draft combine. There's this one viral clip from when he was in college where his teammate, like something had happened. Maybe they were losing, they were getting blown out. He was walking to the bench with his head down, and his teammate took his head up, like, keep your head up and be proud. I like that moment for him and his teammate. Then we have Derek Walter Jr., Tyler Cook, Caleb Martin, one of the twins. I don't know what the other twin at, but we have the lesser twin. Robert Franks, Jarrell Brantley, Kobe Simmons, as you saw, Naz, as you saw, Isaiah Briscoe, I think you saw that too, Stephon Hicks, Keenan Evans. Man, this guy went to, oh, I remember seeing him in college. Like, I can see it with in my brain. Michigan State. It was Michigan State. Look at me, Kalen Lucas. All right, and that's our roster right now, giving us 1 center, 3 power forwards, not a single small forward, but we do have 4 power forwards and a ton of point guards. So the next thing on the agenda for me is to give all these guys 3-year contracts. So I'll be right back. Is this Walton Jr.? You're about to get paid, my guy. You're going to be our max player. How much money what's the most amount of money we can give this guy in his first year? Oh yeah, we're going to have to find a way to trade this dude when he's making $27 million a year. Muriel Shaylock, like I said, I became a fan, so you about to get a big old payday too. Oh my God, his player model looks very weird, but take that money, baby. So we're gonna do that for everybody. Well, I guess we technically can't do it for everybody because there are some restrictions when it comes to salary cap and stuff, but I'm gonna give it to as many players as possible before 2K tells me that's enough. And then we're gonna have to start giving other players like 3-year contracts that are $1 million, stuff like that. And since this challenge will be one that, you know, it's one of the more difficult ones, I am giving myself 3 total years to get it done. So basically I have to win a championship before these fake contracts are over with. I think that's about fair. This is definitely not a 1-year challenge. Not if I'm giving Caleb Martin. Okay, I didn't want to see his jump shot. Not if I'm giving Caleb Martin a max contract as a rookie. I mean, shout out to all these dudes, you know, make your bank, baby, but they're going to have to be making this bank somewhere else, because after I give them these contracts, I will fool some GM to take them off the books. But so far, 2K has not told me that I can't give them these contracts. So I may go through and give every single player a max deal. How is that possible? I don't really know. How are we going to sign free agents? I don't even know. Usually when I do challenges like this, I have somewhat of a plan. As you can see, I'm giving minimum contracts now because I can't do max no more. Usually I have a plan. This time around, nah, we're just going to wing it. We'll see how it goes. We're going to wing it. It's definitely going to be tough. But I'm guessing that we can probably do a few trades this season and then try to get as high of a draft pick as we can. We got generated rookies since we're living in the fantasy world. Hope that we get the first overall pick and we draft the next LeBron James. Because unless we get the next LeBron James, this challenge it's going to be an L. Are we done? Is this the very last player to get the contract? I think this is. Yeah. He's wearing the number 24. He's got Larry Marketing's number on. And there it is. So let's just test the waters. Muriel Shaylock. There are teams out there that would take his money and give me picks. Thank you for bad GMs. Thank you for bad GMs. Sure. Wait, what did that say? What did that pop-up say? I don't know what that pop-up said. Hold on. Let's try it again with Muriel Shaylock. No, actually, I'm going to keep Muriel Shaylock. Let's try with Moses Brown. We actually need to keep Moses Brown because he's our only center. Derek Walton Jr. I'm going to keep him around too. I'm sorry. I do have some favorites on this team already. So the Cavs want to give us 2 seconds. What the heck did that pop-up say from that first trade? Does anybody know? I'm going to have to see it when I edit this video later. But I think we just did 2 straight deals, 3 deals. We got 2 of those big old contracts off the books. I mean, there has to be other teams with money to spend, right? We can potentially trade one of our guys over there to the Memphis Grizzlies. The Charlotte Hornets have so much money. They got Ben Simmons, whose big contract doesn't start until next year, if I'm not mistaken. That is facts. They got Marvin Bagley on his rookie contract. Who else? Michael Porter Jr. on his rookie. Landry Shamet. Yeah, they got a lot of money, which means that, in my eyes, they'll probably take one of these guys too. One more of these dudes have to go to that city. Trade exception. Oh, this guy's on a 1-year deal, so that's not a bad trade deal. Okay. So now we just did 3 deals, which means that we have 3 roster spots open. So let's go to free agency and sign a small forward. Like, do we bring Tony Snell back to Chicago? Or do we bring Doug McDermott back to Chicago? Or do we bring Luol Deng back to Chicago? Or do we bring Thabo Cephalosky? All these guys have played for the Bulls at one point in their career. Or do we bring Alfonso McKinney? I'm bringing Alfonso McKinney. He never played for the Bulls, but he's from the Chicago area, so he's going to be our starting small forward. And let's bring Joakim Noah because we need another center. All right, that is all I'm doing this very first year. Alfonso McKinney's on the team. Joakim Noah is technically our best player. And you know what we're going to do? I'm going to make Joakim Noah our #1 scoring option, baby. Joakim Noah is about to have a career year. Y'all remember when he was an MVP candidate and he averaged 12.6 points per game? If you watched my video 2 days ago, you know that exact number. He's about to put up those numbers again, ain't he? Oh, we got another roster spot to fill. My fault. Let's get the youngest guy, who is Jalen Lacroix. And people always tweet me, Kenny, you're pronouncing his name wrong. I know that. This is just so much fun to call him Lacroix. So let me have some fun around here. He's on our team, even though we don't need another. Actually, we can't sign him. We need somebody that's going to take a minimum deal. And we don't need another point guard, so that was a bad move anyway. Luau wants a minimum deal, even though he technically retired with the Bulls this season. Welcome to the team. All right. Joakim Noah, how much are you averaging the first couple days through the season? 17-8. He's also shooting only 33% as a center who does not take jump shots, which means that he is playing god-awful, but the whole team is. So let's go to the very first offseason. Yeah, we're going to disable trades, and let's see how this goes. We're going to be blown out by an average of, let's say, 30 points a game. All right, so the season is over. Giannis won MVP. Zion, yep, just the typical guys. Malcolm Brogdon, the most improved player. But that's the typical guys. We won a total of 3 games this season, which is 3 more than I expected. Let's take a look at our team. Joakim Noah averaged 19.5, 9 boards, 2.5 assists. Shot 35% from the field as a center, which, as you can see throughout his career, that is god-awful. He also had this year right here, which is god-awful as well. But, you get what I'm saying? My boy Joakim Noah back in the league. Somebody gonna sign him this year, right? Alfonso McKinney averaged 14. Jarrell Brantley, pretty good numbers. All right. We'll see. But that is the end of season #1. Season #2 is officially where the rebuild starts. Again, not really a plan too much because it's not like I can sign free agents. So there's a world where I trade my pick, right? I trade this first round pick that's about to be incredible. I trade this pick, and then that's how I get my first real NBA player. No disrespect to the guys that are already on my team. You guys are also real NBA players, but I mean impactful NBA players. And we fall all the way to the 5th pick. That is a beautiful thing. Projected to have the 1st pick, fall all the way down to the 5th. All right, let's look at this mock draft. Is it even worth having the 5th pick? They want me to chip Sparks, and my brain was reading that as Chip Skylark at first, and some of y'all know what's up with that one. But Chip Sparks, I don't want you, my brother. So we're gonna trade you. We're gonna go do Moses Brown. And this 5th overall pick, a big old contract and a very good pick, can get us Yusuf Nurkic, Buddy Hield. Yeah, now we talking, baby. We're about to get a real NBA player. Buddy Hield as a trade piece, or Zach LaVine and OG Anunoby. But they also want next year's pick. Next year, that pick is going to be valuable too, because nothing that I do this year, I think, will be good enough to make the playoffs. So I don't want to give up 2 first-round picks. We could trade for CJ, but he's on a 1-year deal. Kyle Kuzma, no. I liked the Buddy Hield and Nemanja Bjelica deal, even though Nemanja Bjelica is 32 and he's on the last year of his deal. Buddy is an impactful player. Man shot 40% from 3 for the 3rd straight year of his career. I mean, we could give it to him his rookie season too if we want to. So he's always shot 40% or higher from 3. But they also want 2 first-round picks. Is there any way I can do this deal without the 2 firsts? Now they're asking for 3 firsts. Don't get greedy. Come on, don't get greedy. Don't do this to me. Who else is here? We'll give you 22-year-old Keenan Evans. He didn't play for us this year, but we know for y'all he would be great. They still want to pick. Actually, I don't even need Nemanja Bjelica, bro. Give me back your 16th overall pick. All right, then just give me Buddy Hield. I just trade the 5th overall pick for Buddy Hield. Fight me, everybody in the comment section that think that's dumb. Buddy Hield's going to come in and average like 30 for us, because who's going to take shots away from him? So that's that first trade. I still don't think we have any. We're not going to have any money. We got to get off these contracts now, because that is what's going to hold us back in the long run. So Muriel Shaylock, he averaged about 10 points per game for us. Pretty good numbers there, but let's trade him in our 2nd overall pick. They're trying to give us back this guy who we traded to start off with, and then they'll give us a 1st-round pick. Oh, that's a big-time deal. So we got off Muriel Shaylock's contract, which means that we're almost at the point where we'll have some money. All right, that's a beautiful sight. So we don't have any picks this year. We have this Rockets pick for next year. So let's trade that, because the Rockets have Giannis, if you remember him winning MVP. So that pick means nothing to me. So if there's a guy out there, there's Nemanja Bjelica again, Patty Mills, Trevor Ariza. None of these guys are great. I mean, Trey Lyles, I feel like next year he's going to want some big-time contract. Oh, yes, this is definitely a tough one. I admit, this is definitely one of the more tough ones I've done. But this trade right here gets us a 1st-round pick in exchange for it again. Trevor Ariza is now on our team, and he is technically our 2nd-best player at this point. Lakers pick? No. Who do we just pick? We just got this Heat pick that's lottery protected. We'll throw that with Robert Franks. Come on, somebody get 2. Ooh, they give us a 1st-round pick in exchange. You see my goal here. It's just to flip this money to the point where we don't have any of it on the books anymore. And the last trade is to get the 76ers 2 picks. Deal. Okay, we have some moolah to spend. We really only have one guy left on that big old contract, and I do want to trade him relatively soon. But that's it. I feel like we've done it. We've done everything we can do, and now we go into free agency and try to sign a guy. This free agency class is not great at all. Anthony Davis. If we end up with Anthony Davis, it's a possibility we end up with Anthony Davis. We got enough money to throw him, but he's also got so many offers. I'm giving him the max. I'm giving him the most money I can. Player option, no trade clause. Anthony Davis, come home. Dang, we're 2nd. Ah, that's tough. Okay. All right. We're not going to end up with Anthony Davis. That's okay. We can also, well, we basically need everything except for a shooting guard, because Buddy Hield is our shooting guard. So what else can we get here? Boogie is here, but he wants some big time money. I would like to not spend so much money this offseason, because I know, actually, did Giannis sign an extension? There's a possibility Giannis signed an extension already. Did he sign that extension? Please tell me he didn't. He did not. So Giannis is going to be a free agent next year. Beautiful. Giannis is going to be a free agent next year, and I want to try to go after Giannis. So I'm going to try to save as much of this money as I can by giving out like 1-year deals. So you know what? For a 1-year deal, DeMarcus Cousins, come to Chicago, baby. Let's just be competitive. Let's, give some teams some run, and that's it. Power forward position, let's get one of these cheaper guys like Davis Bertans, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. He could come to Chicago as well. And then point guard position is super important. I don't know why I waited this long to look for somebody. We can go with Anthony Davis went to Denver. And I don't know, maybe that's where he was before. It's a great possibility that he just re-signed. Can we get Freddie? Oh, we only have $8 million to spend, so we won't be able to get Freddie. But the point guard position, we could just bring in Sebastian Napier for a 1-year deal. He's relatively cheap and he's serviceable. Even though we already have 1,000 point guards. That's cool. It don't matter. Sebastian Napier come to the team. And then lastly, let's make some people dance. Lance Stevenson, 1-year deal. All right, so the real thing is to just be all right this season. And the next season is the year I want to try to go balls to the wall and try to get Giannis. Or who else? Paul George will be a free agent. Their 2021 free agent class is going to be big. So the only real money we're going to have on the books next season is Buddy Hield. And we can trade him if we need to, because Buddy Hield will always have some trade value. So the rotations look like Sebastian, Buddy, Lance Stevenson, Davis Bertans, and then DeMarcus. I'm going to make Buddy Hield our one option, DeMarcus our two option, and the rest, it doesn't matter to me. So let's see how good our team is. We went from the worst team in the league with 3 total wins to this year. We probably, there's a chance we're still the worst team in the league, definitely. But we already have the same amount of wins this season that we did all of last year, so I count that as a huge W. Shout out to Jim Boylan getting those no, not shout out to Jim Boylan. We will never shout out to Jim Boylan. But I'll just see you at the end of the season. We'll see how many games we win. It seems like we're gonna have another high lottery pick, which is again good for us because we can trade it away. So Karl-Anthony Towns won an MVP award. Shout out to him. Ty Jerome won Rookie of the Year. That's crazy. And then the rest, you can see what went on. Obviously, we did not make the playoffs. We won 16 games, which again is more than we did last year by far. Not rookie report. I want to go right here. Buddy Hield averaged 24. Boog averaged 22 and 11. So shout out to Boogie for, playing very well. Where's that guy? You remember the guy that I was projected to be our pick? I forget his name already. It was like Chip something. It was Chip something. Where's Chip? He averaged 4, so good thing we didn't draft. Good thing we didn't draft him. Even though on this team he probably would have started and got more minutes, yada yada. He averaged 4 for whoever he's playing for nowadays. And then the Golden State Warriors with Karl-Anthony Towns wins a championship. All right, so here we are, moment of truth. If we fall to the 5th overall pick again, we're gonna have some problems. Yep, we did. We did it again. 2 years in a row, we are god awful. And we fall all the way to the 5th pick. That's what they flattened the odds, I guess. So, whatever. So, what do we do from here? Yes, here it is. We trade that 5th overall pick again with that big old contract. Let's see who we could get. I would prefer to get guys like this. Like, he's an 80 overall. I don't know anything about Zach Steele, besides the fact that he's got a cool name. But he's cheap. Again, we're saving money because I want to try to sign a max player. So if we're going to trade this pick, it's got to be for somebody that is cheap, like a Darius Romeo, whoever the heck he is. We need cheap. Ooh, or we can just trade up to the 4th overall pick. We're going to trade up to the 4th overall pick and get an additional 1st round pick too. All right, that is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draft. Who's projected to go 4th? Why am I whispering to y'all right now? I don't know. Christopher Christie. That's kind of a fire name, even though his parents did him wrong. Christopher Christie. He's a point guard. He can be our backup this season. Christopher Christie, if he's on the board, I'm drafting Christopher Christie. Chris squared is coming to the team, hopefully, if he's not already picked up. I'm going to be pretty upset. Because I just that quick, I grew attached to Christopher Christie. And Christopher Christie's been drafted already. Oh, he was the 1st overall pick. Got it. Got it. All right, Christopher Christie was the 1st overall pick. So who's just the best guy available? It is Allen Williams. He's a 21-year-old guy out of Utah. What does he excel at? Nothing. He's just average, which is okay for a rookie, but as a B+, who else do we have here? This guy's a mid-range killer. We're talking DeMar DeRozan 2.0. Kobe Bryant 2.0. Richard Peters. But other than, he's not like DeMar because he can hit the 3. Kobe could also hit the 3. Defense is not there, so he definitely ain't Kobe. This is the guy we're taking. Athleticism B+. Actually, there's a couple B+ overall players here. So give me a second. Let me go through all of these guys. This guy's a sharpshooter. A sharpshooter. A 3-and-D guy. Literally a 3-and-D guy. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care if that was 4 people better than him. Oh, he's a 76, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Ooh, Jackie Wade. And then this guy's also pretty good too. But I like 3-and-D guys because he can come off our bench. We had a lot of second-round picks. He can come off our bench and literally hit the 3 and guard up. That's all you need in play. Oh, I should have looked at that. Who declined their options? Kawhi. LeBron. LeBron turned down $41 million? Where was he at? I don't even know where he was playing at this season. Phoenix. Got it. Let's see. We're going to have to snag at least one of these big-time players. There's too many of them not to get. So Giannis got basically the whole league wanting him, but I'm going to throw my hat in that book. You can get all the money you want, Giannis. We're going to back it up. No trade clause. Giannis, say yes. Nope. Okay, Giannis is off the table. We can 100% get VO. We can 100% get Drew Holiday, LaMarcus Aldridge. So we can get mid-tier guys and trade them for bigger tier guys. Let's do the Kawhi Leonard trade. No trade clause. Player option. No trade clause. The claw. It's coming to Chicago. Yes. All right. So we got one superstar, and we're gonna pair him with. Who are we pairing him with? Should we pair him with Drew Holiday? Like, nobody's scoring on our team. Mike Conley's there. He's kind of old at this point. John Isaac is unrestricted, but I'm not giving John Isaac $27 million. I'm not giving Cal Kuzma wants $30 million. Are you kidding me, Kuz? I mean, go get your bag. Go get your bag. But Jesus Christ, that is crazy. We also got Boogie here, who don't have any offers, so we can offer him something later. What do we have on the books right now? We have Buddy, and that's it. And then these guys are on one-year deals, the minimums from the original thing. Some of these guys are glowing up, though. You see, he's a 70 overall now. He was a 66 or 67 at first. So he's just getting better and better every year. Just take time. This guy has been the worst player in the league for his entire life. 32-year-old Kalen Lucas. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. He's just not progressing. All right, so Kawhi seems like he's going to come to Chicago. Do I try LeBron? Or do we just say good with Kawhi and then get a lesser tier guy? I'm gonna throw VO a contract. And since he's got 0 offers, we can afford to like take some of that money off. Oh, Giannis! Who do we want? Oh, we want the younger Giannis. Come on, let's be realistic. But Kawhi Leonard is a 99 overall. I think we want Giannis though. I just think it'd be more fun. Wouldn't it be more fun to have Giannis over Kawhi? Kawhi is like a guaranteed championship team, though. In 2K, Kawhi always goes to the championship. All right, I'm taking Giannis and VO. VO's going to be our perimeter guy. Well, Giannis is going to be our big guy, our force of nature. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, yes, now we can trade Buddy Hield. Thank you for your service, my guy. But we can't really use you at this point. He's kind of small, man. He's too small to move over to small forward. I mean, small forward, small player. You know what? Why not test it? We'll test it. And if he's getting killed and we're losing games, we'll trade him. But right now, we're going to have him as our guy. But now we just spent that big old money on those 2 guys. We don't really have much money left, do we? Where do we see that? Nope, not Cal Post salary. We got $4 million to spend. We need a point guard, and we also need a center. So, the center position, we can bring back Boogie. He just had an amazing year for us. Boogie just had an amazing year for us. So can we bring back Boogie? Let's bring back Boogie. Let's take some of that money off because I still need a point guard. But Boogie, he started off on a 1-year deal and we extended him for 3 more. So let's see. Point guards that we can afford. We have Tomas Satoransky. We have TJ McConnell. Sebastian Napier played for us last year. He averaged 11 and 5, which is not bad. But I think I want... Nope, not Tomas. TJ McConnell? I need just a good playmaking PG. We don't need somebody that's going to be insane. You know what? Tomas Satoransky is our guy. We don't need somebody insane. You know what I'm saying? We just need somebody to come in, play his role. Aaron Baines. We can't afford Aaron Baines. Unless you want to sign for that. No, I knew he wasn't going to sign for that. We need a cheap center. Kim Birch? get Kim Birch. All right, I think we're done. I think that's it. And then we're going to have to make some trades because our bench is god awful. So we 1,000% going to have to make some trades. And one of those trades may be trading Victor Oladipo. I know I just signed him, but one of the trades may be trading Victor Oladipo because we have a lot of picks and we need substance. You know what I'm saying? So we can trade Victor Oladipo, who's basically a 90 overall now, for 2 good pieces and that aren't maybe as good as VO. So let's see what's out there. Victor Oladipo in a first-round pick from us this year can give me Lauri Markkanen and Yusuf Nurkic. That's a good trade, but we don't need that. Can bring me Wiggs and Zach Steele. Zach Steele keeps popping up, bro. Or can give me Rudy Gobert. Oh, and Kevin Huerter. Yo. Trade number 3 is tough. Trade number 3 is tough, but we have Giannis, which means that we should probably go for a center that can stretch the floor. Kemba and Colin Sexton, Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, and Myles Turner. Trade number 8 is probably where we're going. Russell Westbrook has a humongous contract that I may flip, but Myles Turner has the ability to stretch the floor as a center. Look at his 3-point percentages throughout his career. His rookie year wasn't very good. Then he got to about league average, then above league average, then back to league average. And last year he shot 42% from 3. Trade number 8 is one we are thinking about a bunch. Pascal Siakam don't really work for us right now. Zach LaVine and Cody's nah. Yes, this is the trade. Malcolm Brogdon and Klay Thompson, defensively, we're going to be insane. That is a trade. I ain't even got to think more about it. We're going to be insane defensively. We're going to be insane. So we're looking at Malcolm Brogdon, Klay Thompson, Buddy Hield, and actually, you know what I can do now? I can make Klay Thompson the small forward and bring Buddy Hield back to shooting guard because Klay Thompson's a bigger guy. So we're looking at Malcolm, Buddy, Klay, Yanni, and Kim Birch. Tomas Satoransky, Sammy Rice, who I just drafted with the 4th overall pick, Ron Baker. So we're still some trades away. And maybe the trade is Buddy Hield be a move for a small forward in the center. Oh my God, Bam Adebayo. Wow. Bam Adebayo. That is a beautiful, it's a beautiful deal right there. Bam, he's just not the shooter that we need at that center position. It's just not the shooter that we need. So we gotta keep it moving like we ain't see it. So this one's also a very interesting one too. Like I mentioned earlier, Vucevic can shoot the ball, which is a plus. Serge can also shoot, but that's not really that much of an improvement. All right, I'm gonna look around and I'll decide in a second. Okay, it's easily this deal. Myles Turner, I mentioned the man's 3-point rating is insane right now. And a big fan of this guy, man. 3-point rating is insane. He's relatively cheap for his skill set. Can I see what his actual attributes say? Yeah, 3-point shot, 88 at your center position. Goated. All right, so that's our deal there. Ron Baker's our shooting guard right now. That's not gonna last because we're gonna have to make some more trades. Like, well, we can do this, right? We can throw Klay Thompson back to shooting guard, put him back in his natural position. And then we can have Joe Harris start. Or Sammy Rice. Sammy Rice is a 3-and-D guy. 3-point rating at a 77. Maybe not that much of a 3. What is his D on? Pause. He's got to be a good defender. Yeah, above average defender. So Malcolm Brogdon, Klay Thompson, Sammy Rice, Giannis, Myles Turner, Joe Harris off our bench with Kim Birch, Tomas Satoransky. We need this 9th man. This 9th man is going to make or break our team. So let's make it not break our team. Let's throw Wayne Selden, Ron Baker in a 1st-round pick. Can we just get a good backup too? Like Reggie Bullock is not bad. Landry Shamet, big time deal. 1st-round pick that they want. Alan Shamiel is coming to the team as well. And then the very last trade, if I can pull this off, we're going to get the GOAT that can guarantee us a championship. Where is he? Yep, there he is. Deal. Keita Bates-Diop is on the team. If you know, you know. So, yes. Let's go with who's our coach? Oh, we got a good coach, too. We're going Giannis at the 1 option, Klay Thompson at 2, Malcolm Brogdon at 3. We're going to play through our star, which is Giannis. We're going to shoot at will, run in transition. Last game of the season is a W, and Giannis wins MVP for us. Beautiful sight. Alonzo, 6th man of the year. Anthony Davis, Visibility and Most Improved, which is Samuel Malone. Jacob Underwood, our coach, wins Coach of the Year, baby. It's time for a championship. Giannis in that red. Come on, man. Who's beating us? So actually, I want to take a look at all of our team as far as like statistic goes. Did Klay Thompson, was he second in scoring? It was Klay Thompson. He averaged about 20, you know, doing Klay Thompson things. 44% from three. Malcolm Brogdon shot 45% from three. Landry Shamet shot 43% from three. Oh, Joe Harris 45% from three. My boys was shooting this season. Come on, man. Team stats. So we were not the #1 offense as far as points per game. We were number 7. Defensively, we were the best defense by far. The next team was giving up 110 points. We were giving up 103 points. So were we the best three-point shooting team? We weren't even the best three-point shooting team. We were 8th. I thought we were definitely killing that. Wow. Interesting stuff there. So let's see. First round, we are going against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm not sure who's on these teams. Oh, okay. So they just won 2 straight games. So that's a bit scary. Who's on their team? They got Kyle Lowry, Evan. This team is not better than us. Hello? Can we not blow it to an 8 seed? Okay. One more game. Let's get out of here. We're not here for scares. Yeah, don't get him hope. Come on. So let's see. Next round, we're going against Ricky Rubio, Alton Henderson. They got Joel. Joel is the one that scares me a little bit. Even John Collins kind of is decent, but he's been guarded by Giannis. Oh, never mind. They got swept. Next round. Toronto has Kyrie, Porzingis, and Mitchell Robinson. Wow. Actually, this team's pretty nice. A nice young team, up-and-coming team. We have the vets, though. Yeah. And OKC's who we're running into in the championship. Kobe White. Yee, this team is young, too. Everybody has some nice young rosters. Our team, not necessarily super young. We got some vets like Giannis is considered a vet now. Klay Thompson's a vet. They got Donovan Mitchell, Miles Bridges, Kyle Kuzma, and DeAndre Ayton. I was just saying, nobody was paying Kyle Kuzma $30 million a year, and maybe he got somebody. They paid him. How much they pay him? Yeah, they gave him this money. And look at them. They're in the finals, so they don't regret that at all. They're not going to win in the finals. Yeah, they weren't going to win. And Giannis averaged 34 and 23 rebounds, also with 8 assists in the finals. Come on, man. Come on, man. How is that even? The guy is just incredible. I'm glad I picked him over. Actually, let's see where Kawhi ended up going before we end off the video. Kawhi went to Boston. And then how did Boston do? And then we'll wrap up the video. Boston didn't. Nope. Boston. There they are. They won 43 games. So they were all right, but they weren't us. That's all I'm saying. And that's it, y'all. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like, man. This was a lot of fun. It's ready to go a whole 3 years nowadays, man. I'm used to doing 1-year challenges. The 3 years is actually a nice different change of speed, and I appreciate y'all getting to this point of the video. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Of course, consistency. Peace.